Hi, David Gerard here. I'm in Webbers Falls, Oklahoma at a memorial to a tragic event that occurred near here on Memorial Day weekend 18 years ago. On May 26, 2002, the Robert Y. Love, a towboat, and the barges it was pushing upstream hit bridge supports along Interstate 40, causing them to collapse along with a 580-foot section of the eastbound lanes across the Arkansas River. Before drivers could be warned and stopped, about a dozen vehicles plunged through the gap and into the water 60 to 100 feet below. 14 people were killed and 11 injured. We're experiencing a tragedy this year with the coronavirus pandemic. Hundreds of thousands of people have died worldwide from health complications after being infected with COVID-19. And there have been many other tragedies of epic proportions since the I-40 bridge disaster. But the collision and bridge collapse here was a disaster that shook eastern Oklahoma and gained news coverage throughout the United States and beyond. I was a reporter for the Muskogee Phoenix newspaper when the accident occurred. I spent several days at the collapse site and in the Webbers Falls area collecting news, writing stories along with 4 or 5 other reporters and 2 photographers. We reported while the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office and state and federal transportation officials recovered the bodies of the victims, questioned eyewitnesses and barge employees, and sought a quick fix for the bridge on I-40, which is a vital east-west route in the United States, carrying 20,000 cars and trucks every day. Of course, everyone wondered how the barge and towboat wandered out of the navigation channel and hit the bridge support. Later that week, I attended a meeting at which an official divulged that Captain Joe Deadman of Mississippi passed out while piloting the Robert Y. Love. The captain, the official said, was in a hospital and distraught at what had happened. The company Desmond worked for, Magnolia Marine Transport, also said it regretted the accident. In talking with transportation officials at the time, I learned that ocean-going and coastal vessel regulations require that 2 people be present in pilot houses at all times, for the very reason that one person might conceivably become incapacitated. However, inland waterway regulations only require 1 person in the pilot house. When I asked why, the officials said inland barges were manned with only a few employees, and that type of safety regulation would be an excessive financial burden to the companies. Towboats now have what's called a dead man alarm, an electronic system that sounds an alarm if a pilot suddenly becomes incapacitated. But in order to sound, a dead man alarm normally takes 1 minute of inactivity from a pilot. And a lot can happen in 1 minute, as one captain commented after a collision on the Ohio River in 2019 when a mate at the controls of a towboat fell asleep and barges slammed into a yacht club. Pylons have been used for decades to protect the upstream side of bridges from barges that occasionally break loose from moorings in towboats. Pylons were constructed on the downstream side of major bridges to protect the piers from being struck by vessels moving upstream. These pylons cost taxpayers, not the barge and towboat companies, millions of dollars. Now some people might tell me, you just don't understand business. But it seems having 2 operators at the helm of a towboat, shoving a dozen barges weighing thousands of tons is a wise safety measure. Too often, companies use the excuse they can't provide proper safety or environmental measures because they are too much of a financial burden. The result is always a tragedy that is paid for by the lives of innocent people, not the company or corporation.